Hi, little stars. So today we're going to read a big book, and it's called, the title is All the World. All the world is here. It is there. It is everywhere. All the world is right where you are now. So this book, All the World, was written by Gaston Scandinavia and illustrated by Marla Frazee, and it's from Beach Lane Books. Rock, stone, pebble, sand. Little kids are carrying rocks and pebbles and stones and sand. Body, shoulder, arm, hand. The children are using their bodies to build things with the sand and the rocks. A moat to dig. That little boy is throwing sand in that little girl's face, and she doesn't look too happy about that. But they're having fun at the beach, I think. A shell to keep. Sometimes when we go play by the water, we can find some shells, and sometimes we can keep one or some. And they built a nice castle too. It says here, all the world is wide and deep. And if you look, it is so big. The world is so big and wide. There's mountains that are big. There's cliffs that go down. There's long roads. They go far, far. And the water is so deep in the ocean, and it goes very far away. See tiny people. It looks like a mommy or a woman with two children. So the world is wide and deep. Five bees. Oh, hive bee, wings hum. Husk, cob, corn, yum. Tomato, blossom, fruit so red. So we can see here beekeepers. Looks like they're making honey. And here there's people growing corn. And then there's tomato blossoms. And tomatoes are they're so red. So, hive bee, wings hum. Husk, cob, corn, yum. Tomato blossom, fruit so red. All the world's a garden bed. And this looks a little bit like a farmer's market, where people sell or trade food and things that they grow, and we can see gardens and fields where trees make fruit and other things get planted, vegetables, and lots of people come. Here there's someone selling flowers, and here it looks like someone's selling trees and plants, and here it looks like someone's selling fruits and vegetables, and there too, and that's so good, so healthy, yummy fruits and vegetables. So all the world's a garden bed. The world and the earth gives us food to eat. So, tree, trunk, branch, crown. It looks like a little baby tree right here. And there's a little puppy. And the children are eating apples. Maybe they got apples from that tree. Maybe it's an apple tree. And people can also climb up trees. So climbing up and sitting down, morning sun becomes noon blue. I don't know if you ever climbed a tree, but if you're very careful, it can be really fun. 1, 2, 3 little children are climbing the tree. Oh, and it's a big tree. And it says here, all the world is old and new. And do you see on the picture here? It's a big tree. And that usually means that it's a very old tree. When a tree is that big, it means it's been on the earth for a long time. And the children that are young are climbing up the tree. And here we can see a man that looks older. And there's a little baby tree in a pot ready to be planted somewhere. So all the world is old and new. There's older things like the tree and the elderly man. And there's new things like a puppy and little children and a baby tree. Road, street, track, path. So we can see a road and streets. There's a street back there and here, and paths to go running on and walk a dog. Can go for a walk or a bike ride. Here, ship, boat, wooden raft. So there's water, and people can go on their little boats or big boats or wooden rafts. Nest, bird, feather, fly. All the world has got its sky. So this is a big sky. And there's a little bird nest right there. And the birds, a lot of them are flying, right here, flying, flying, because they have feathers. And the whole world has a beautiful sky. So, nest, bird, feather, fly, all the world has got its sky. This here looks like rain. Rain pouring down, 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 down. And it says, slip, trip, stumble, fall. Sorry. Slip, trip, stumble, fall. Tip the bucket, spill it all. Better luck another day. So, I'm wondering here if maybe some people were trying to go to the beach or by the water to go fishing or to go on their boats or to have a picnic or a little bike ride. And then it looks like it started raining, so people are covering themselves and they're pulling their boats out of the water and trying to get away from the rain. So it says, better luck another day. Maybe they can come back when it stops raining. Maybe a different day. All the world goes round this way. We see a lot of rain. A lot of rain. And that is good for the earth. We need rain sometimes. Table, bowl, cup, spoon. Hungry tummy, supper soon. So it looks to me like a restaurant where people go to eat. And it looks to me like this little, I think it's a little girl, this little child right here is hungry. She has a hungry tummy. So the mama says, supper soon. And that looks like the kitchen in the restaurant where they make the food. And it says here, butter, flour, big black pot. There's a big black pot here. And it's full of food for the people that are eating at the restaurant. Looks here like there's little muffins or little bread rolls or something. And I wonder what they're making in that pot. Maybe it's soup or stew or something. I wonder what you think. I wonder what you think it is. I think maybe it's soup. Soup with bread. Maybe. But maybe it's something else. All the world is cold and hot. Here it says cafe, which is like a restaurant, where it's a place where people go eat or drink, have a little something to drink, and talk together and spend time together. We can see the people through the windows. And it looks like it's getting dark out. It's kind of gray, so it's probably evening in that drawing or in that story. Spreading shadows, setting sun. So yeah, the sun is setting. It's going down. Crickets, curtains, day is done. A fire takes away the chill. So the sun is going down and people are settling. Looks like this man is reading a book and this woman is knitting something. I wonder what she's knitting. Maybe it's a scarf or a blanket or a hat. I don't know. And it looks like these little children and the little puppy are sitting by the fire to warm up. Take away the chill, because when the sun goes down, it usually gets colder. And it says, all the world can hold quite still. So, quite still. It's kind of like when it's that evening time and it's time to get ready for bed and it's time to calm down. And people can do quiet things, like look at the sun at the sunset. And here we can see people over here looking at the sunset. It's very pretty, I think. And then, Nana's papa's cousin's kin. Piano, harp, and violin. Babies passed from neck to knee. So here we see it seems like it's a bunch of people that got together to have some fun in the evening time. There's some people here. There's a little child sitting on a man's lap, and he looks like he's eating a snack. And this woman and these little children, it looks like they're listening to that man maybe play some piano, and this man is playing the harp, and this woman is playing the violin. So there's music playing and people listening. And these little girls look like they're playing a clapping hands game, which is really fun. And there's a baby that's falling asleep. And there's a baby that's a little bit bigger that looks like he wants to go play the piano or something. He's looking over there, I think. So sometimes people get together in the evening or whenever, but this I think is in the evening, and they're having fun. And this says, it's a big book, so all the world is you and me. So we can see the moon and the stars. We can see the mountains and the ocean and the fields and the cliffs and the paths and the roads. It's very beautiful. And it's getting dark because it's nighttime, so it's dark. And no matter where we are in the world, we all see the same moon. Everything you hear, smell, see, all the world is everything. Everything is you and me. So, I see here a little baby with a man. And here it looks like two people cooking something. And there it looks like a little girl making a phone call. And here's a mommy holding her baby and reading a book. And here's, I think it's two elderly people. Maybe it's a grandmother and grandfather. And they're brushing their teeth. And on this side here, it looks like two ladies, and there's helmets, so maybe they just got back from a bike ride or something. And they're swinging on a nice big swing. And here's a man petting a puppy. And there's two people hugging. And here it looks like two children laughing. Maybe they're having a pillow fight. Or maybe they just made a silly joke. Hope and peace and love and trust. And this is what I wish for you, little stars. Hope and peace and love and trust. And all through the sky, beautiful sky. Very pretty. All the world is all of us. So we're all part of the world. We're all part of the same world. That was a big, long story. I hope you liked it. And I wonder what you thought about it and what was happening in the pictures. I think it's a beautiful book. And I wish you a good day or a good night, good time, all good things. Bye-bye, little stars.